Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some exciting Monster High news to talk about, from first looks at new Creeproduction stock photos, new information on SKULLECTOR 2-pack for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, updates on G1 Pride 2-pack including Valentine and Spellden, and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hype this video, consider becoming a channel member today, link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more doll content like this. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, first up, let's go over these brand new looks at some upcoming Monster High Playmobil playsets shared by Monster High Retro on Instagram when they went to Toy Fair UK. That was last week or like 2 weeks ago. So thanks to them for sharing. But these are, I think, like 3 new playsets. And then we have like the new Claude and Draculaura Valentine pack, and it seems like also some like keychains. But yes, so these are a couple of new playsets that include figures. I'm assuming that the figures that are displayed in the playsets are included in these playsets. I don't think these are separate figures that you can buy individually like we can do with the first wave of the Playmobil figures that they've already released, that I have also reviewed if you're interested, because they are so cute. I know that they look very like they have a very specific design because these are Playmobil figures. Obviously, it's like if you did Lego Monster High figures, they would look like Lego figures, right? So it's not like traditionally doll, they're figures really, but they're still really adorable. And again, you can buy these separately, like Draculaura, Claudine, Cleo, Frankie, Gulia, Laguna, like those are all separate. You can buy individually, and they're super cheap, not too expensive, and they're super detailed. Like I'm telling you, they're so cute. But yes, these are new playsets, which is so exciting. One of them includes Headmistress Bloodgood and also her horse Nightmare. And then we also have Abby. I'm assuming she's going to be, Abby is in a classroom playset, so that's interesting. But Abby looks so cool. And then we also have like a basketball session playset, like in a gym, right? And then Draculaura's there in her fear-leading outfit. Claude and Heath are also there included. And in another classroom, Spectra is included in a teacher. Like, what? That is really fun. Spectra looks so cool. But yeah, honestly, I know that these are not for everyone because they are super stylized, right? But I think just get one figure and you'll see that they're really charming. They are super cute, and I can't wait to see like a second wave of individually sold characters. We need Toralei, we need Rochelle, Venus, Rebecca, we need Nephra, so many characters. And if they also included Spectra and Abby in this wave to be like separately sold, that would also be amazing, because I don't like to get the playsets just for figures, so I really hope that they release these individually. And moving on, we're getting a new comic book here for the Spellden and Valentine lore, so the story continues basically in this new edition. This is the 3rd issue that includes these 2 characters, and it's all about a Bermuda Triangle. So you can see here the covers and also a little bit of the description. Now I don't follow the story of these comic books. I don't have any, unfortunately. But from what I can summarize here, apparently there's a multiverse that's been, like all the multiverses have been leaking into each other, and like apparently like the Spellden and Valentine from the normal universe, our universe basically, are trapped in like different universes now. So like Spellden is in a universe that's like Western themed, and like Val is there, but like he's all like, again, like it's like a cowboy themed. And then in another universe where normal Valentine is there, Spellden is like a vampire hunter. So like what? There's definitely a lot of interesting like things that are happening here lore wise, story wise. Like seeing different versions of the characters is so interesting. Just imagine if we also got different versions of like Draculaura or Frankie, like in those universes, like how would they look? Like that also kind of intrigues me. I hope we get to see more of those characters too. But, obviously this story is, specifically for Spell and Val. So that's so cute. And honestly, just looking at these panels, right, the artwork, and also like Spell calling his, Valentine, his boyfriend, like that's so cute. So honestly, I cannot wait to see that 2-pack, because yes, we're getting a G1 2-pack of Valentine and Spellden released this summer, probably, hopefully in time for Pride. And I just can't wait to see them, because yes, they are G1, they're not G3. They're G1. They're G1 bodies that we found leaked a while ago. I made a video, of course, on that as well. But so they're G1. They're going to be G1, Spellden, and Valentine, and yay. I mean, I wouldn't mind G3, honestly, like either, whatever, I don't care. But G1, I feel like would please more people. So this is going to be so exciting. Obviously, it's going to be Spellden's first ever doll. So, and Valentine, he's only had like one other doll release ever, and that was a 2-pack with Wisp, I believe is her name, from Comic-Con exclusive. So yeah, I think for multiple reasons this is gonna be a huge 2-pack. So I just can't wait to see like what outfits they choose for these characters and what the packaging will look like. Will they include diaries? I think a lot of us would be really happy if they at least had one diary, one shared diary. But I think 2 diaries would have been really fun. But it almost feels like Monster High Mattel, they've kind of like abandoned the whole idea of diaries, unless it's like a creeproduction, obviously. But yeah, like when was the last time we got like a new diary release? The Haunt Couture dolls, probably, right? So it's been a while, but hopefully this 2-pack releases smoothly for this year and doesn't get canceled or pushed back, because oh my god, we really need this right now. And next up, we have a first look at what seems to be the pair of shoes that Miss Argentina, the doll of her, will be wearing in a upcoming SKULLECTOR Beetlejuice 2-pack. So if you don't know, we're getting a new Beetlejuice 2-pack this year, but apparently it's not going to be Beetlejuice again for the third time. It will be the very like minimal characters from the first movie of Miss Argentina and the Magician's Assistant. So these 2 will be characters in this new doll 2-pack. And the reason why, and why we all think this is the case, is because we've had leaks on the bodies and the shoe molds that have been coming out over the past like months and weeks, whatever, that basically it's spot on to, you know, those characters. So basically that's what we're getting here in this new Beetlejuice 2-pack. And I do think with these new shoes found that are definitely going to be for Miss Argentina, like, come on, it just makes sense. It fits perfectly. So even though, yes, again, the magician's assistant, I'm not even sure if she has like speaking lines in the movie, but Miss Argentina does have lines in the first movie. It's just still like those 2 are very like deep cuts when it comes to like story-wise. Like, I don't think a lot of people will be able to recognize them right away unless they have, you know, unless someone told them like they're from Beetlejuice, you know? So yeah, I mean, I think they will look super cool. I'm loving like the color schemes already for these characters. I'm loving like what we have seen so far for the shoe molds, you know, like the details look really fun. And again, like for the Magician's Assistant, like the lower half and the upper half will be like separate, like similar to Corazon Mariquit, you know? So they're gonna have like a similar feature with that. So I think that's so cool. So I think unlike with just getting another Beetlejuice, like right, that to me that would have been kind of boring. At least these 2 are going to be like brand new characters to get dolls. So I think that's just, even if these are very deep cuts into like the first movie, like they're, again, like if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't know, right? But I think these are just going to be such a fun inclusion as collectors, and these are going to be also widely available. So that's going to make them even better to collect, because they're going to be so fun, deep cuts, you know, like you wouldn't know what they are, but it's just such a fun reference. And I think they're going to be able to have more fun with the designs and the colors. But yes, I guess they're releasing sometime in spring, hopefully. Let's see. Next up, exciting news, as Mattel Creations, they've now announced that the pre-orders for Fang Vote Abby will be opening on Wednesday, the 28th of January. So that's very soon. That's in 2 days, basically. The pricing has not been officially revealed, and there is no listing for her yet. They've just kind of like announced it on the website that it will be on the 28th. But judging by previous Fang Vote dolls, it should be around $90 as well for Abby. So hopefully not more than 90, because 90 would be good. But yes, and because this is going to be like a made to order situation, this doll obviously has not been produced yet. That's why the shipping estimate for this doll probably will be around December of this year. Hopefully not too much more, because yeah, that would really suck. I'm moving soon. So like, what if I'm in a different address by then? Like, what do I what do I do? But yeah, let's see how this goes. And we still have yet to know like what the packaging looks like, again, the pricing, but also what, you know, what will be included? Will we get like an artwork on the packaging? Like how big? Like I'm interested on the details of this release. Hopefully there's like also no issues with the pre-order for this doll, because again, it's like a made to order thing. So hopefully the scalpers don't ruin this for us normal fans. But yes, that's it. Very exciting. And interestingly enough, also apparently there's not going to be any Monster High releases on Mattel Creations, which is like, okay. I feel like usually there should be at least like one drop, right, per month, like for Monster High. Like, isn't that like normal? But maybe there really isn't anything for February for Mattel Creations Monster High. But on March, yes, with Mattel Creations revealed, there should be a brand new styled by designer brand new character introduction for Monster High. So that's gonna, like Lenore Lumington, like Corazon Marikit, like those are from the past years. So for this year, probably there will be another new character revealed. So that's gonna be very interesting. Now, I also saw on newloveit.com that apparently the Monster High Skulllector House of Wolf Claudine doll is on sale for like $59 US. I'm not sure like for which Amazon websites this applies, or maybe this is like on Target website. They don't specify in the description like which website this applies for, but I thought it was just worth pointing out in case you were wanting to get this doll but you're waiting for a sale. Well, your time is now. Check out your Amazon listings wherever you live, and perhaps one of them will be on sale. Again, I'm not sure if this listing only applies for Amazon US or Germany or UK or Target US. You're gonna have to check out the listings, but somewhere apparently this doll is on sale. So go run get her if you're waiting for a sale, because 59 is definitely much better than like $90, and I spent way more on her. Yeah, so definitely worth to get this doll on sale because she's really fun, really cool. I reviewed her, but she is definitely overpriced. Next up, we have first looks at some early new stock photos for the Creeproductions of Rochelle, Rebecca, and Venus, releasing officially sometime in April, priced at 27, thank you very much, US dollars. So yes, 70, oh my god. Can you imagine? Honestly, we're not too far off. One day these Creeproductions will cost 70 US dollars. Let's just be honest. It will happen one day. But for now, they're still like less than $30, thankfully. Yes, but yes, so we already had pictures of these in real life, right, from last week's Toy Fair UK, shared by Monster High Retro. But these stock photos do kind of just give us a better look at what they include, details on their outfits, like the length of Rebecca's skirt is definitely longer. It's shorter on the original one. For Venus, the hair does look different. It looks definitely like Saran or like Polly. It doesn't have that movement that it used to have with Kanekalon, which they don't use anymore for rooting, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not sure how the hair will turn out for Venus. Rochelle, apparently people have been pointing out that she looks much more yellow. The skin tone, I did not notice that, but I guess she does have like a yellow tinge. I don't mind, honestly. I think that's fine, but her bangs are a bit shorter than usual. That's definitely something different. They used to be longer. Now they're kind of like mini bangs. But yeah, overall, I don't really know. They look kind of the same, right? They're very well done. I think for Venus, the face does look a bit sus. Like, why are her eyes looking like they look a bit bug-eyed? And that's saying something, because originally in G1 a lot of dolls used to have this problem, right, that they used to have the face screening, the eyes would be applied in a way where it would kind of look like bug-eyed, on purpose or not. That's just how it looked. Even original G1 Venus, her eyes are good, but they don't look like this, so this is a bit of a difference. I think the faces do look different. Obviously they're not the same. Obviously they're updated screenings for these characters, so yeah, but the clothing items do look the same. I think for the most part they've nailed those patterns, the cuts, the fabric, the feels. They look like the same quality, which is saying something. So yeah, they look good. I can't wait to see like more real life pictures. Hopefully this release goes smoothly for everyone, not just US fans. I think a lot of the time Mattel forgets that a lot of the fandom is actually international, not just based in the US. But yeah. let's see what happens here with this new wave of crew productions. And like, where's Nefra? Where is Nefra? She is still missing. She still has yet to get a crew production, which is just so odd why they left her out. Is there a specific reason? I don't know. And lastly, yes, we have exciting information as apparently we're getting a new vampire, Buffy the Vampire Slayer 2-pack releasing around September of this year, priced around $100 US. All of these, release date, the pricing, they're all subject to change, but that's kind of like what we're working with. Now, this is exciting. A Buffy doll, Monster High. That's insane. So yes, one of those two dolls will definitely be Buffy herself. But who's the second doll? Who's the second character gonna be? Interesting. Also, why a 2-pack? I guess they really have to have a good reason for it to be a 2-pack, because even for Coraline, we couldn't get a 2-pack. And for that 2-pack, it would have been perfect if it was Coraline and the Beldam, but no. So it's like, there has to be a specific reason why we get 2-packs. And so for this release with Buffy, there has to be a specific reason why it's a 2-pack and not just Buffy herself, alone, So it's going to be interesting to see who it is. Who is the second character? Who are your picks? Who should be included here in this 2-pack? I, just a warning, I have not seen Buffy. I have not seen any of the episodes. I have no knowledge or attachment to it. All I know is that, the actress who plays her, because I know her from Scooby-Doo and like other movies. She's iconic as Daphne. Sarah Michelle Gellar. That's her name, right? But yeah, so she's iconic, obviously, but I haven't seen the episode, so I don't know who would be a good inclusion as a second character. Is there like a specific villain who kind of like is in all of the seasons who they could maybe include, or is there like a secret like love interest that could be a good fit here? Could it be a manster? Could it be a best friend? Could it be like some kind of like again, I have no clue, but what are your picks? Who should be in this 2-pack next to Buffy herself? So this is amazing. There is going to be a Buffy reboot, right? I have heard. So I do hope this 2-pack is based on the original series and not on this reboot. Can you imagine if we get a Buffy doll and it's based on the reboot version? Oh my god. No, I'm pretty sure it's based on the original series. Yeah, this 2-pack. So I don't think we have to worry about that. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. Hopefully it's a good executed design, because Buffy is a human, but we've had humans before in Monster High. So Jackson is one example, and who else is a human in Monster High who we've gotten as a doll? I don't know. Jackson really is the only character I can think of. Young Hee, but she's a robot and in Squid Game. The Sanderson sisters, Hocus Pocus, they're witches. But I guess they kind of look human. Oh yeah, SKULLECTOR us. They're human. So we've had a couple of exceptions, of course. But yeah, it's a rare case to get human dolls in Monster High, because obviously Monster High is all about monsters. But this is exciting nonetheless, and it's also exciting because we're getting Dawn of the Dance crew productions. We're getting the Agnes Wednesday doll, a refreshed doll, releasing in August. So yeah, this is lots of stuff is coming out this year for SKULLECTOR Monster High. It's very exciting. And that was all of the Monster High news we had for today, but I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below to support our channel if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the novelty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.